And we are live. What's going on, everybody out there in the Facebook and YouTube land? We are the Piranha Pond live at 5/7 Central. Good to see you guys all out there. I am your illustrious host, the Kingfish Mac, joined today by the Piranhas in the Pond. To the right of me is my boy, Mr. Nick Nass. How you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm hanging in there today. Still keeping it moving, baby. Cold. I know that.
Yeah, you look like you wrapped up like a Christmas goose up there.
Exactly. That's what happened when you got that crisp out in the air.
And also in the pond, as usual, bringing all the light and loveliness to the Piranha Pond. It's my girl, Nick Mo. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing today?
Oh, shit. Hanging in there. Hanging in there. What y'all been up to for the weekend? I ain't talked to neither one of y'all all weekend.
My cousin had a housewarming party Saturday, so we did that. It was all the way live. It was lit, so we had a good time there. So like they gonna enjoy the house.
Not that it was all the way live.
All the way
That's what I'm talking about.
The housewarming party turned into the after party, so it was all the way lit. It was nothing but up.
What about you, Nick Nass? What you have going?
Oh man, just taking it easy, man. Just doing some woodsy stuff, man. Meditating, get my meal plan together. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep on the healthy track that I'm on. You know, so other than that, looking outside, it was raining this weekend though, so it wasn't much you could do. Cold and rain is not a business.
Yeah, I know. That cold and that rain and have your bones feeling some kind of way.
Yes, sir.
We had some beautiful weather in Texas though. It got real pretty. It was pretty Saturday and Sunday, so that was it.
Well, up here in the desert, it's been it's been more than just nice. It's been outright hot up here the last couple of few days. Like the summer came in early on us or something.
Wow. That's the one thing. I know, like yesterday, I said yesterday I was all moaning and groaning. Like, you know, with the people used to get up out of the bed, the ones that was in their winter years, they'd be, now I know what they mean now. What they move their eye. That's like, oh yeah, it's for real.
Yeah. Aging in cold weather, man. Hey, that's real.
Yeah. I caught myself looking in the store for aspirin cream. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
Aspirin cream.
Not for the aspirin cream.
For all the creams he can go for, he went for aspirin cream. Like,
right.
I'm trying to keep this.
Not icy hot.
Right. He went all the way old school on you. I tell you, boy.
Go ahead, buy some Abilene at that.
Right. That ain't just Nick Nass. That's Nick Nostalgia right there.
I remember the tube and everything, the little yellow with the white. I was like, that worked for him. That didn't move it out no more.
Aspirin cream.
Aspirin cream.
Come in smelling like a whole mint julep.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I think he kept his feelings off too.
Mama Nick, he on here talking about aspirin cream for your bones and joints. We was like, you skipped right over lidocaine, skipped right over icy hot. You went straight for aspirin cream. Oh, that's right, because the tube, the box is yellow, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh no.
No, I'm just remembering that. I just recently saw that I saw that, and you're right, the whole box is yellow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then I was like, oh, then I grilled the start. I was like, where's the stand back at? The little pot of aspirin?
No.
Or the little paper.
Nick, the only dude his age I know still know how to. He still got a bottle of Campho-Phenique in his medicine cabinet.
Yes, sir. I
That's
told
the
you.
old school toothache. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still dabbing the
That was
red.
on everything.
He's still dabbing that red sauce.
No.
Hey, uh,
What was
what's
we
the stuff
talking
the little
about? We
monkey
was
said?
talking about recently that like got like the old medicine
Calm.
like
I
how
got that too.
you like okay like my story was Scott's emotion explained to my mom is actually watching it. She was the one who told me. So like almost like into my like late early adult life. I'm sorry, I had to be like a very young adult. And I think I had bought some Scott's emotion or somebody had some and I was like, Mama, I was like, I taste some Scott's emotion the other day and it can't be the same shit Mimi used to give us. And
Nah.
she started laughing, and I was like, "Why?" She was like, "Y'all grandmother was this much talking about my dad's mom. She was y'all was never going to drink that. She used to put peppermint oil in it, and so we grew up taking like a teaspoon, a tablespoon on Sunday evening, still running to the restroom, but it was like we could always have more of it. Like we was always like, that tastes so good. Like it was one of the things that I associated like when I was an adult. Like this had the same stuff I used to take when I was younger. It don't even taste the same. And that's what my mom was like, well, your grandma used to put peppermint oil in it. She's like to make it taste good for y'all. And thank you, Mima, for that because I haven't took Scotch. I only think I took it that day. I no. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I
they
still
showed
go buy
had some
the
stuff for you,
case.
some cure-alls. They had, of course, castor oil. Castor oil worked for everything, right?
I never took castor oil. My mama didn't give us no castor
Oh
oil.
yeah, we had the castor
Oh,
oil.
But my mama took castor oil because she had stories about castor.
Trust me. I used to throw up before we get to the castor oil, especially when Auntie Eileen be trying to give it to me. She give the spoon right up to my mouth. Why you gonna spill the spoon for?
My mom said, "How can you still take that stuff?" No, I was getting. She said, "How can the world can you take that stuff?" I was like, "Hey, they force fed it to us, so I still keep the mucus down, keep everything running right."
No.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's better than omega-3s. The little gel caps. Go ahead, and get you some Scott emotion. Yeah.
I mean, you could be one and done. You could really be one and done with it if you take it the right way. Like, gotta do some stuff to it. Telling you, get some of that peppermint oil. You'll be taking 2 spoonfuls and wondering what happened to you. Right?
I like it, so it's all good to me. So I don't have no. I don't even hold my nose no more. I don't even go. And look, castor oil with one piece of white bread. That's all you need. Just put it right on there. Goes right on down there.
My stomach.
He ain't say no peppermint, no butterscotch, nothing. He said a piece of white bread.
My stomach started doing butterflies and flops for you, like and one piece of bread. What's the bread supposed to be the catalyst that's gonna really set it off?
No, it's supposed to sop it up. It's gonna sop it up.
There you go. Hey, that was on Auntie at Lee's front porch, boy, right there next to the American Legion Hall. There you go. Go ahead, put that castor oil on that bread. Y'all didn't spend enough time out there, so you know. Don't go to Uncle Hip House now. You got all kind of remedies over there.
Who didn't spend enough to look? He talking about your grandpa. And
I know. I heard him say that.
What's wrong with this boy? Nick. I was in New Rose every summer up to the summer you was born. Literally.
Oh, okay. All right.
The summer you was born was the last summer I came.
The only remedy my grandfather ever had was that CC. What you talking about?
Oh.
I don't remember him with no medicine.
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, for that fact, I don't even remember my grandmother giving me no medicine. She used toothpaste for everything. We had antibiotics, toothpaste. Anything that had fluoride in it, that was her friend. Like, right, you
Okay.
know, you had antibiotics or chickenpox or mosquito bites, but either way it goes, toothpaste was gonna be the catalyst for that. Or some
So
Dr.
I know.
Tishner. Because she
Toothpaste or
kept Dr.
Canadian
Tishner when
whiskey.
nobody else had Dr.
Yeah. Now see,
Toothpaste
and the
or
thing is,
Canadian whiskey.
And Dr.
it's
Tishner.
Some gonna numb you up, huh?
oh yeah, I still got that Dr. Tish right in my cabinet. I don't use nothing else but Dr. Tishner. I'll tell you that. So
Dr.
I'm stuck.
Tishner.
That's it. You know
Peppermint
what I'm saying?
mouthwash.
Yeah, and you
Alcohol
better
content
use
got
the
to be
strong.
on 70 for any of those who don't know what Dr. Tishner is. Don't go out and
Everclear.
buy this because you hear talking about Dr. Tishner. You gotta be a real one. You gotta be ready for Dr. Tishner. You ain't just gonna go buy Dr. Tishner. All of a sudden you a Dr. Tishner gargler. That shit don't work like that. No. If you didn't grow up with experience with Dr. Tishner, don't go get it as an adult. All you're gonna do is mess yourself up in the worst way.
Oh yeah. Disclaimer. Don't is let you from
So don't go
the
out
dirt.
and buy it for
Yeah.
your kids because you talk about it as a new. We talking about it, but that's not the new mouthwash you want to go out and buy. That's not it.
Well, thank you for clarifying that for me, Shell, because yeah, it'll take all the skin out of your mouth. That's how get a little drop. For
Yep.
real.
And don't
You know what I'm saying? You can lightweight.
make a mistake and swallow some of it.
Lord, I think it's worse than Everclear.
Right.
With the peppermint on top. Yeah.
Right. You got to clean off
that
a
would be
battery post. You could use some Dr. Tishner for that.
Oh yeah.
You could.
That's the whole thing. So what else developed over the weekends? Which y'all was what came across y'all feelings this weekend? Not to say feel, so what materialized for y'all where y'all had to get some more clarity on stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like any stories?
For me.
I mean, they still got new stuff coming out about Michaela Bryant. You know, they still got new stuff coming out about that. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to remember what was told to me. Hold on. I knew it was something in reference to her, but I didn't expect to talk about it. I'm just trying to remember what it was. We're gonna skip that. We're gonna talk about something else. But there was new information that came out with somebody else. Somebody else got killed. Or stabbed over the weekend or something. No. Somebody got killed. Hold on, what is the story?
You talking about North Carolina?
Yeah, it's another brother that got killed.
Isaiah Brown. This is right here. Isaiah
killed
Brown.
by the police in front of his house or something.
Nah, this was the killing part. The same police guy that brought him home was the one that answered the call to go back. And the big thing about is that the 911 conversation that they had, a lot was said. I think first he said something about come get him, I'm gonna kill my brother or something like that, and then the 911 operator was talking to him like, why would you want to kill that? But it was without a doubt said before he hung up with the 911 operator that he did not have a gun. He was not armed. So they're saying that was communicated to the cop. The cop had to have known that. For the amount of time for that conversation, the 911 operator talked to him that was something that had time to be communicated. So then when he got there and the guy had a cordless phone to his ear, again, this is a situation to where it was overkill. You thought, for one, what was you doing? Did you think he was going to kill himself because he had you? If the phone was to the ear, then you thought the phone was to his head. So your reaction for that is to still kill him. If that's the case, you thought he was gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
You thought it was a gun. So you saying? Just trying to understand. Hold on, I because this was another one that was deep. How many times? Let me see. Well, let's see. Did they say how many times? Two. He was shot 10 times, at least. They removed 2 bullets and 8 of them remain. He's on a breathing machine and remains in critical condition. Hold on, this was as of today, the 26th, right? Yeah. So again, why over 10 times?
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
You didn't even think that he was shooting at you. You thought he had
a whole nother. You thought he had something going on right now.
So I'm just
South Carolina.
Again,
now we got something going on in Tennessee that just jumped off like an hour ago.
But at any rate, yeah, I mean, that was so. As you said that, I mean, I had a lovely weekend, and and I started reading about that. I think I started reading about that yesterday because I had time. I kind of sat around and did much of nothing, and it was just like, again, like,
yeah.
I mean, and that was your only solution was to shoot 10 times. I mean, again, like. I mean, I know it may seem like I'm laughing because I think I'm laughing not to get mad, but I mean, if they're not it's just not a definition for overkill, huh? This just must be like just.
Yeah, I didn't catch I caught the story this morning when I got up, just a little bit of it, and I was kind of moving around thinking about what we was going to do today. And didn't really even look, so I'm ill-equipped to even speak on it. I was just trying to look up some stuff now. I was trying to keep it a little light today.
Yeah, no, we're gonna keep it light. We definitely could do that, but when you ask about anything else we pondered on, again, like I'm with the people. No justice, no peace.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. I'm definitely with you there.
No justice, no peace. I'm ready to start protest.
Yeah. And so the thing is, I didn't even know Shocky had left neither, man. I seen that. I was like, wow, underground.
Oh, said that.
She said that on the end of the last
I think it was the day that you was flying or something like that. That had to been Thursday we said that, right?
It was the day that he passed because you had just got the news right.
Yeah, I had just got the news. Right, man.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Man, that was,
I think it was
that dude right there.
Right.
I mean, it's the one that put the satins on your pennies.
I mean, it is just like the whole. That whole persona. How he was able to flip modes like that.
I'll tell you, I did not realize that
was
Humpty until. Man, I don't even know when it was. It had to be like a year.
I was in my 8th grade year. I was in my 8th grade year because I remember it coming out in my 7th grade year, but I remember being in my 8th grade year to really finding out that when they showed the picture of the guy who played him, because it was all like, God, he looks cute. Like, is this really him? Like, it was kind of another one of them, like Steve Urkel and Stephen Urkel. Like it was just one of the things. Like,
I knew Shocky was Humpty when he did Same Old Song all around the same.
When they did Same Song, I was checking out the video. And I was always wondering why Shop and Hump never was together.
In the same,
it was all the way at 2 ends of the video, 2 ends of the junkyard.
Shaq had a brother that looked like him, though. Shaq had a brother that was a little bit shorter that looked like him. You always see him in the back, with the nose and stuff, but it didn't have the same full facial features. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell by the beard, the little face thing, and actually how he actually moved. So. But like he revolutionized all the rest of that. Yeah,
it took me a minute, and I should have known because I come from the Parliament Funkadelic era. You know what I'm saying, where everybody had 2 alter egos.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I got something for y'all. Look, my ass is trying to keep it light. I had said, who in the comments? Somebody in the comments. Hey, Heather.
Heather.
Hey, Heathers. I was looking in one of my little groups that the executive producer, Felicia Harris, put me in, and I started laughing at a bunch of shit. Here, I'm just going to put it up and let you guys, because you guys can see it too.
Shock to the system. Bam.
You guys see that? So your mom gets food stamps, right? Mom gets food stamps, and the kids go with dad, or vice versa, however you want to say it, for the summer. Does that young Ebbet go with them?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
should.
Now, what about if it's more than one kid? What if one kid stays from one baby mama, and then the other kid goes with the other baby mama, but I still got a food stamp card. I get food stamps for both the kids.
So that
and me.
Food stamps.
Okay, so this is not the baby mamas having to make the decision. This because the first one I thought, well, maybe you said mama gets the food stamps and kids go with daddy. So now this is a scenario that the daddy got the food stamps and he's the one who applied and he's getting the food stamps.
Yeah,
but he got two children that he's getting them from in two separate households.
Yeah, it's the same question. I just flipped it because we two boys and a girl.
I mean, if he's getting food stamps based off those two kids, then he needs to send equally both ways.
No, but he's keeping one kid for the summer, and the other kid is going with the other baby mama.
So he keep whatever he was gonna get for that kid, and then send some of the other money to for the other kids.
So send cash.
No.
Or whatever you're gonna give equivalent. I mean, it doesn't matter.
You can't send the food stamps.
Okay, so then wait. If he was getting what? Let's say he was getting $300, so $150. He's gonna keep $150, and he's gonna give baby mama $150 in cash.
Let's say it's the summertime, right? And I'm 14, and Felicia is 8, right? And I go to the summer. I go to New Rose for the summer, but Felicia don't. She stay with my mama. But my mama get food stamps for me, Felicia, and her. Okay. And I'm going to New Rose with my dad, right? I ain't going with Auntie Adeline. I'm going with my pops. Do my mama send the food stamp card with me? Do she split the food stamps and send my dad cash for the whole fucking summer? Or does she just hold on to that and say, feed that nigga because you got it?
I mean, ideally, you would want her to do it, but ideally, she's not gonna be able to send a food stamp card like that. Not with
right.
So they would have to do something like. I mean, I'm saying they're working together. Then, some kind of how. But no, she definitely gonna keep the card. She got more people she's supplying off the card, and it's her card. I mean, if the dad filed for it, then that's his card. But that's if the mama filed for it, that's her card.
So the thing is,
so Keena says she'll send whatever they need, but should they need anything going to the dad's house? Damn, nigga, you only got them for the summer. You can't feed them for the summer.
But it goes to the thing. What the situation is. That's the whole thing. He probably had enough to feed himself.
Keena say, send it, but keep the car.
Right. and I really think it shouldn't matter. I'm not gonna say just because he's the dad, then whatever he got, then you shouldn't have to. If you got food stamps, then you're able to send some money to help your child out. I don't see why that couldn't be worked out.
Short says she said the food package. She said with the care package.
Now don't get me wrong. Now let's be real with it.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send my nigga with the care package on the plane, boxed up, boxed and taped in hot ice. Send that nigga with some ground beef and some chicken wings and shit.
Now let's just be real about it. Now most times in that situation, if it was just a dad getting the kids, it'd be fine. But that's not how this scenario goes. You got baby mom, you got another baby mom in the house, you got a girlfriend that he got now, and so now it's other scenarios that go make that might influence what you might do. But ideally, if it's between y'all and y'all trying to take care of y'all children and co-parent together, it shouldn't be a problem. But again, because life comes into play, see, that's when you make another. That's when you make somebody else make your situation stick. If you and your baby mama got a good relationship, and only thing that changed is now you got another girlfriend, then you need to be smart enough to realize that this may be temporary, but you're dealing with this one for the rest of your life.
So here, let me give everybody a cold reality check, right? On the double reverse part of the game. So I've been having my dude for forever, right? Legally, physically, and some more shit, right? There was a point where shit, I needed some fucking help. So I went and filled out the shit and got, you know what I'm saying, food stamps for the boy. Now I work, so they don't give me no money for them, but they, you know, was giving me a couple $100 worth of food stamps. But food stamps for me too. Like they run me like about 70 something bucks worth of that shit on top too, right? So you know, we're gonna eat for like 300 and shit right for the first week of the month on the food stamp tip. But here's the funny shit. The court order between me and the baby mama is on the days that we switch kids, or the days that we transfer the kid, you don't transfer no shit. You don't bring no bag of clothes. You don't bring no food. You don't bring no money. There ain't, you know, the actual order says that each parent is responsible for full care of the child while the child is in their custody for that period of time. Whoa. So I get food stamps, right? If she get the kid a couple of days a week, I ain't sending no fucking food stamps over there, because guess what? All the time when there was another period of time when I had the kid like for way longer, right? Where I had the kid and she got the food stamps and a check, and I never complained. I never said a fucking word, right? I never asked for a quarter. You know, you was splitting my shit up with your boyfriend, and you know what I'm saying, selling shit for half the food stamps for, you know, to buy alcohol, whatever the fuck you was doing. I don't know. I asked no questions. I know what you didn't do. You didn't run me a quarter of that shit, right? And I had the kid. So when it's time for me not to run your ass a quarter, don't say a fucking thing, right? Or we're gonna have real big problem around here. I paid for the right to say fuck you, right? That's how I look at it, because we on them terms, right? Now I can understand, you know, you get along with, you know, your kid's dad or your kid's mom, and you know, y'all on some, you know, building and trying to be adult about it to, you know, put a good face forward for the kid's sake. And yeah, I ain't in that kind of scenario, right? Not at all. It's fuck you and fuck you, because it's fuck me for real, right? So yeah, I'm sending this nigga with nothing. I'm sending this nigga with last year's tennis shoes. Buy that nigga some shit. What the fuck you mean? Oh, why I didn't send him with the shit that I just bought him yesterday? Because you need to buy him something. That's why. And as shitty as it may be, that's what it is.
But you know, do anybody see that the kid loses in that situation? I hate seeing scenarios like that. I hate seeing a kid pull up to the crib with nothing, because what if we immediately was gonna go out to eat? What if we was gonna do something? What if we had a birthday party involved? And I get it, but what I'm saying is that I don't know. Even if the daddy was gonna do some dumb sly shit, as the mama, I can't see just not sending my kid with nothing. Even if it was just gonna be to prove a point. I don't want to send my kid like that, because I want my kid to feel rep regardless if I'm there. So I really don't like scenarios like that. I mean, and I get why it's done, but just because we do it don't mean that it's right.
I didn't say it was right.
I know.
Let me preface it by saying, you know, my rap name is, you know, Petty Tender Ass. So let's roll with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on. I'm the super pettiest motherfucker you ever want to meet. Because
I be a sounded like the judge was on some petty shit too.
Well, yeah, he was.
When he was just trying to see y'all there and was like, I got
it was the way she showed up. You know what I'm saying? She showed up her. You know what I'm saying? It's a trip because I had to catch myself. I said I started the paragraph off like she did some extra shit. No, she did her. That's just what she did. And the judge listened to that shit and said, "Okay, little mama, I tell you what. You come get your kid on Friday at 12 o'clock and you bring him back on Sunday at 12 o'clock. And then we'll work from there. So basically, fuck your weekends, party, hardy. You be a mama on the weekend, but we're going to let this grown-ass man raise the kid for 5 days a week. And when he comes, ain't no bringing nothing. You want to be a mother, buy some shit."
All right. So it's how she showed up in court.
Yeah. She showed up funky as fuck. Like, for real, talking crazy to the judge. She talked to the judge like she talked to me. And she talked to me in a way that I don't talk to her, right? We ain't going there. You don't have my ass under arrest and shit, right? You ain't gonna have me coming out here trying to fuck your ass up for me. No, I ain't dealing with you.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Because that's just like y'all said with the act that passed in the 70s, like the dad should be at home, so forth and so on, right? That when it comes to you have people, they try to tell you, because they don't actually know the cost of your living situation. They just put a number out there to say that, hey, this is going to take. But you're right, Shell. It's a competition, and how you know what I'm saying, and how you conduct yourself around the kid, anyways, to let that person grow in value, because they see everything, right? But they know the separation, and it's like, why? You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, it's like, it's reality.
And it might fly when you got young kids, but like, for instance, to Keena chiming in the comments, like, Keena kids adults now. They not going to let you send them any kind of way. I don't care what the judge said. Madison ain't going like, so you want me to like bring nothing? And he's supposed to dress me? See, that ain't going to work for my sister and her kids. Like, that's not going to work. So I'm just saying, like, I get that. And maybe when the kids, they really would, maybe when they're at that tender age to where they really just don't care. But I think that the older you get, the more that would be harder to enforce per se. I know that's lack of a better phrase.
And I know, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I admit that it's petty on my part. But understand this as well, right? That even though I'm a dude that's explaining this, right? I'm really explaining it from the traditional woman's point of view, right? Like, literally the other parent is the weekend fucking parent when you want to, this kind of shit. So the kid is not missing nothing, right? The kid will go do them 2 days over there and not have shit and be asking a bunch of questions about why you want, and then come back home to his regular shit, right? And again, that's me being petty, right? I'm gonna make sure the nigga have everything he need and half of what he want. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you ain't, right? But again, if I was the mother, right, who had the kid all the time and was saying that this motherfucker don't do shit for his fucking kid, blah blah blah. My kid go this much of time without talking to his motherfucking daddy, and and this is all shit that's true, right? And then double back and say, yeah, when I send my kid to this motherfucker, I don't send my kid with a goddamn thing. Nigga, you better spend some motherfucking money. Every woman in the comments would be like, you goddamn right, girl. That nigga needs to do something. I'm just saying. I just happen to be a dude.
So the same situation. So like what you're saying, Mac, right? So that's the part, because we know you, right? That it don't even go down like that, but that's what people would think that in the streets as you explaining yourself, right? But it's a whole different, because you try to make, I know that we try to make it to mimic the same minute situations without the drama of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're gonna take your iPad, whatever your necessity, your phone, right? But the thing is, if somebody else says, I'm gonna get you a better phone because your daddy phone ain't shit or your mama phone ain't shit, like you right, sure, that's a battle between the two. They don't have nothing to do with kids, because if they don't play outside, they're gonna be on that little computer thing, right? But that's going back So we said, you know what I'm saying, a couple of episodes ago, once you put in the mix of that mind or that in your household, where we going to live, and it's been like that since, you know, for the 400 years to separate the two, so we don't actually get a household. You know, so if the state give you money, whatever, nobody needs to be around nobody. Like Max said, it was real clear. The judge said, "Hey, y'all both got to step up, but somebody's gonna be on the line." You know what I'm saying? Because you lose, you know, go back and forth to court, battling on who did somebody hair, who did tie the tennis shoes right. He left his shoes over there.
My question is this, right? When the kid gets to the mother or the father's house, right? Whoever is the weekend parent, and doesn't get whatever it is that they're accustomed to, right? And says to the parent, what's up with the whoop-de-whoop? Why ain't no Wi-Fi in this bitch?
Yeah.
Whatever the hell the kid says, right? How does the weekend parent justify not being able or not being willing to take care of some shit that's regular in the house that they come from?
I mean, no, I totally agree on that. There's just some things now that are basic necessities. Most of your kids' entertainment these days are coming from some type of electronic, and that's just the age that we're in. So I might not be telling you to go out and get a telephone, but you might need to spend $19.99 a month and get some Wi-Fi. You know, I mean, because why? Because you need to be and whatever streaming device you need to use. You know, you might not even have to have it in every room, but one room needs to be set up with some Netflix or something, because, you know, I got 7 kids. It's hard to balance some things in time. Dave, you special, bro. That's all I can say. I thought Keith would have had a conversation with you over the weekend, but we see that didn't happen.
I did. That's the cold part, man.
That couldn't have possibly happened.
I was on my niggas live with him yesterday.
But Dave, I just need you to know I got time with it. Bring it. Come on.
I think you got
you ain't gonna stop a woman from nagging.
No,
and on top of that, I hope the woman that's nagging you is tagging your ass. I hope. I really, really hope. With everything in me on that.
My nigga said he wanted to come in live and shit, right? But he got to get his heart out and shit. I tell him, man, my cousin is a motherfucker boy. You got your work cut out for you.
You got 7 kids and told out there to balance them. You got 7 kids and told out there to balance them. Birth control should have been your friend.
Oh my God.
It wasn't. So now we gonna live with these 7 kids, and you and if you got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas, then you deserve to be getting nagged. You should have cut that shit off your phone.
You can't get it like that. You say you keep slipping on the zipping.
My nigga, I love when you chime in, my nigga.
You're not finna get on here.
Keep chiming in, man. Fuck that.
You got
keep
7
chiming
kids.
in.
It's all out here to balance things at times. No. No, you know why? Because at some point you lose it to your 7 kids. You should have cut that shit off your phone. You don't get on up here.
You got my stomach over here.
Ain't nobody have the 7 kids,
Shelby and Shell, shit. What? Oh man, shorts.
Hey, I
all right, okay, here go one. Here go one. Here go one for y'all. This is cool. Here y'all, and this for y'all in the comments too. Check this one.
You get that shit back. I'm tired of seeing that mom going around. You give it back to her. You give it back to her. Come on now.
Wow.
But you doing bad though, Shell. you
okay,
doing
that's
bad.
You taking that from an old woman is not gonna make your life any better, and it's called karma.
Not at all. Not at all. And look, and she probably got some sons or grandsons from somebody's neighborhood. They gonna come find you. They gonna
Let me tell you who gonna keep that. They are gonna keep it.
Shit, I should have been had.
He gonna keep it.
Oh my shit.
He gonna keep it.
They gonna
Oh
chop
my
off a bag of
God.
groceries.
He gonna keep
They
it.
chop
And
off
then
a
he
bag of
gonna get on
groceries.
here crying about karma. He gonna keep it. No,
Hey, J-Ball, you
sis,
might
you
as well
can't keep half unless there's some type of reward figure. At some point, it may be hard to stomach, but you gotta just do the right thing. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of cash. I know it's hard to stomach giving it all back. I digress.
Hey, that's how people walk
But
around money.
you gotta do
Short
the right
says
thing.
Short says she need a reward. She need
You
a 50% reward.
You gotta do the right thing. Now, hopefully, that old woman is gonna be like, "Hey, baby, thank you so much. Think you could have kept this, but not." And she gonna break you out. She might give that look like a lot of hundreds in there. She might give you at least three stacks.
Well,
Look, Kenny gonna be
What?
Kenny gonna be
You
ducking
gonna
down
give her
behind the
50
side
to
of the
pick it up?
car, waiting to see if the lady gonna come back.
So
you just gonna hold your foot on it. You just hold your foot on it.
Peter Sonny, don't sit in your car like Damar and wait for a little old woman to drop some money. No.
He might as well come on live, man. He might as well come on. Hey, talk to him to come on live and get his drink out the full round of pie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's but look, but that's how it goes, right? Because karma do come back and bite you in the butt, though. You know what I'm saying? Or some stuff like that. It's like, you know what I'm saying, what's the giftfulness you're gonna get from that? Now, you never know. If that's an angel saying, okay, what choice you gonna make? Then if you bring it back to her, she might have $20,000 more for you. So thank you, that's just my little pocket change. And you blessed all over again, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it. But yeah.
Here we go, Nick. This one right here, we can sit out and just watch Shell in the comments go in on young Rondell, young Gutter.
What do you say? All right.
Ladies, which is worse when it comes to the man? Is it his arrogance, his dishonesty, or his disrespect?
I know.
What's up with the crickets?
That's a hard one. All ladies chime in, ladies. Ladies chime in.
I gotta go with the disrespect, but I go so hard to paint that I'm probably gonna. I'm probably gonna dress 3 and 1, and we probably not even gonna get a chance to get to 2. So because at that point,
so what you saying is his arrogance is disrespectful, or you gonna be disrespectful about his arrogance?
I'm gonna be disrespectful about his arrogance. We're gonna start off with 3, which is easy to 1, and if he hasn't even hung up the phone or me before we even got to 2, then the conversation didn't go well.
Wow. I never thought about it like that.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't bring that to the ladies at all. The sweet,
hey,
young man.
Yeah.
What's up, Boo? Boo, you say it's dishonest.
That's my
funny because
I think that's my
funny because sometimes when sisters be in the comment and y'all be talking about shit, y'all know I know y'all, right? I know who y'all talking about.
There's a backstory, man. There's a backstory.
I ain't saying nothing. Like my cousin Sylvia say, I ain't saying nothing.
But you know what, though, man? I can say this, right? I say I don't display none of that stuff, right? So it's kind of hard for me because they want me to display that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? When there's a lot of women, out here that you even conversate with. You know what I'm saying? So you guy that don't, you know what I'm saying? I can see the comments now, but full disclosure.
And let me tell you why we was never going to get a chance to address to this honesty, because it probably didn't need to be you the shit that dudes be lying, unnecessarily lying about. I'm gonna say that unnecessarily, like it. Two don't even need to be talked about, because if first of all, if we dealing with all three, then we're dealing with three, and we're dealing with one, and like I said, if we even get the two, then I mean, you had favor on your side that day, because we shouldn't even got the two. It shouldn't.
So here, I'm gonna give you a cold scenario, right? Personally, right? I sound like I'm blowing smoke up my own ass, but okay, I'll do that too. So with me, right? A woman is going to. You're not going to have to choose between the three. You're going to have to choose between your levels of acceptance of all three, right? And what I mean is this. So I'm arrogant as fuck, right? Let's just start there, right? I am the shit, been the shit for 30 years. What can I say, right? Growing old,
right?
I'm growing old, and right now I'm aging like wine instead of milk, right? This is just how I look at it, right? I'm good catch. You know what I'm saying? I'm single nigga, bought my shit, got my own shit, get my own bread, raise my kids, don't ask nobody for a fucking thing. And on top of all of that, I'm a good fucking boyfriend, right? Although I just don't never try to be nobody's boyfriend. Like Short say, yeah, I'm arrogant as fuck, right? So I am. I'm arrogant about that. And, I try to tell myself that, no, that's, just self-confidence. But no, it's arrogance. We're here to be honest. I talk to you guys like as though y'all my therapist. So it's arrogance. But here's the thing, right? That arrogance allows me, in my mind, the latitude to dismiss any semblance of dishonesty. I don't got to lie to you about fuck. You know why? Because if I tell you the truth and you ain't with it, bye. See you, bye-bye. You feel what I'm saying? So my arrogance feeds my lack of dishonesty, right? But understand that lack of dishonesty cuts two ways, because I'm the nigga that I'm going to tell you when shit is fucked up, but I'm going to tell you when shit is fucked up, right? So I'm going to tell you when you should expect some fuck shit to come in the relationship. But I'm going to also tell you when that fucking dress make your ass look fat too, right? Don't ask me no shit that you don't want to hear, because I'm going to be all the way uncut, honest with you. And, I forgot about your feelings. My bad, right? And thirdly, the way that all kind of comes, the way that is ingested by most women who aren't strong. You got to be a particularly strong woman that kind of comes from my background, from the same background as me. If you're a powder puff girl, man, you are so doomed. Trust, because everything that comes out of my mouth is going to be perceived as disrespect. You know what I'm saying? You talk to me any kind of way. No, I don't talk to you any kind of way. I talk to you one kind of way, right? And that is with the uncut truth. And if you can't handle that, then you're not designed to be fucking with me anyway. You pretending, and at some point your face is going to be lifted. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of chicks, go through the, K-Mac ain't shit phase because of that.
But you know what?
Nigga, I'm just telling about mine.
I mean,
I get my cousins to jump down my throat, nigga.
And I totally get that, because I'm one of them people, like, because I'm sensitive about everything. So everything you tell me is going to affect me in some type of way. Yes, I will tell you about it, but I don't know, just like, I always say this.
Yeah, you showing the fuck hard shorts.
And I say this because because you wouldn't think that the world would work like that. Like, I'm a Cancer. I'm a typical Cancer. I'm sensitive to everything. I would take everything you say the wrong way all the time. I'm always gonna question how important I am to you, and I'm gonna test your loyalty, not your loyalty, your patience and your love at the same time. I'm truly all that. However, Cancer is a cardinal sign. which
Well, I'm
means
a
that
boy Cancer, so we're a little different.
which means that I'm only gonna do it to a point, and then I'm gonna just get the fuck up and just be like, "What the fuck am I even fucking with you?" It will flip just that quick because I'm a cardinal sign. I'm a cardinal water. Water kills everything.
My thing as a Cancer, a boy Cancer, right, is you know, I'm all the way paternal, right? Maternal, paternal. You know, I'm gonna take care of you. And the difference between what you said and how I am is probably because I got older. I don't ever really feel the need to test and question and none of that shit, right? What it is that I just assume that your ass is all the way 100 coming in the door. Now, when you start showing me that you ain't, then when the math don't add up, right? When 1 + 2 is equaling 4 around this bitch, I gotta find that other one, man. I just got to. It's just who I am.
But that's on the flip side too. You know, you need to understand that your words need to match your actions as well. Let me tell you one thing. As long as we're all okay with the fact that it comes to point to where we just may need to walk away, because I'm okay. You know, if you're gonna be arrogant, I take your arrogance to a point. You make only take my neediness to a point. But let's just be clear about that. The clearer part is that yeah, we can walk away. Yeah, we can do something different as long as we know that. Because again, I think we had that conversation the other day. Is like, how long you gonna stay with this stupid toxic dude that's all he want to do is tell you that he the shit? You're not.
Yeah. Stop. So you know what? Hey, the thing that you came up with, right? I've been hearing this little thing that what's this new thing about high value men? I heard this one little dude came across the little screen.
Daymore, I have no doubt in my mind that you couldn't handle a cancer. I have no doubt in my mind that's not even that's not gonna work for you. There's some things you shouldn't do in life, and that's one of them, my dear. That's actually one of them. Don't even waste your time. Don't do it. Go ahead, Nick.
Bro, I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer, nigga. I'm not fucked up. Let me tell you something about Cancers, right?
Let me
tell you something about Cancers, right? And I think that
we need a tarot card reader. We need a tarot card reader now.
Oh, so all the new people on here want to know why he getting it so bad, because he jumped in the comments so hard the other day that he still ain't let it down yet. He ain't let it down yet.
So look, Cancers is like this, right? Cancers is gonna take care of everything. Cancers want everything to be right.
Right.
Grown ass Cancers, right? Just expect you to show up with what the fuck you said you was gonna show up with. Period. We're gonna work everything else out. When your ass don't show up like you supposed to, trust, you're gonna feel it. Yeah. And that's why I say, I'm 56 years old, I'm petty as fuck. And I know I'm petty. And I know when I'm being petty. And I embrace that shit, right? Who the fuck does that? What 56-year-old man be like, yeah, I wish this bitch would, right? I'm gonna show her motherfucking.
Hey, but the thing is, it be a fucking right in front of face.
No, what it is because I'm so willing to be so good to you. I'm so willing to be so good to you that if you don't fucking take advantage of that, or if you fucking cross me on any level,
it's over. I'm out to go.
Yeah, we ain't gonna see good. And look, I'm so petty that I'll fuck with you for 20 years. I'll be in your life every motherfucking day and won't fuck with you at fucking all. You will be my friend. I'll friends on your ass so fucking fast and be fucking hug you and kiss you on the fucking neck every time I see you. All that shit, slap you on the ass. But we ain't doing nothing further than that.
That's it.
But you know what? Me and Keena come from the same creed. We good, so we not.
Yes.
I promise you. I promise you. I am like peaches and cream and flowers in the attic until I'm not.
But you know, I wonder what Frank no flower say about this right here.
No, he gonna agree with you.
Frank push a hard line, right? Frank is, he talk about I'm a nah. Frank is the fuck me, fuck you for real. Right? To all my detriment, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. You will never get a chance to do me like this again. That's who Frank is. And I'm totally fine with that shit.
So
Hey,
I wonder
pull
what
me fucking
Sagittarius
fine.
is. I guess I need to read up on my Sagittarius then. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I really don't give really know. You
You
know what
silly
I'm
shorts.
saying? But you know what though? I think
Strong,
that's the one part.
I love you, babe.
strong, strong.
Hey, so you know what? I think they need to. I think they need to put in voice comments, man. I think we need to find a way to where they can record their voices in the comments too. Let us hear in their tone. You know what I'm saying? So one of these days,
All right, I got so
we
that
give
was
them.
for the girls turned into the guys. Here's one for you, Nick. This is straight for you, Nick.
Yeah.
Take your dream girl on a date and you find out she eat like this in public. What do you do?
I'm not gonna waste my money. I'm gonna keep on eating. You gotta put your hands in it to do it. Well, nowadays she gonna have to detox. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that about the system. You know
She
what I'm
got
saying?
oh, hilarious.
No,
I
but
mean, why
the
she
thing is,
gotta be like double fisting like that though?
This is what I'm trying to say. Where did the sandwich come from? It ain't no room in that plate.
You eating Chinese
she
food.
brought out of her bed.
So the
You know what
fact
I'm
that
saying?
you got
Hey,
Oh, nigga, she took that from her dude. Nigga, she took half his
she
sandwich.
got a sandwich and a snapple.
in this apple. Hey, but I'm not gonna lie, man. Back in the days, that like me at Popeyes. So if I was to run, that like me at Popeyes. I got a biscuit, red beans, and rice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I
Chinese
said if that makes sense,
food, a
you know what
sandwich
I'm saying?
and a snapple.
Rondell say feed her
Yeah,
as much as she want.
yeah.
Rondell, you like the
Now,
big ones,
now
huh?
it
You
do
like the
give a
big
little,
ones? Nothing wrong
it
with a
do,
big girl, man. Shit, everybody
it
gotta
do
love
give a little
somebody.
leniency to that double standard. So we always talk about, you can't say she not scared to eat in front of you.
Man, look. All
Yeah.
them chicks that be trying to eat salads and all that kind of shit, we be having a problem from the onset.
See, all
Like,
I'm
look,
saying
we
is
in a
this:
restaurant, man. You gotta fucking eat.
you don't know everybody's circumstance. Maybe, maybe she ain't eating, and you you presented her with some choices today, and both of them was a choice for
And
her because maybe at home, maybe all she had enough to do was get it together to go on that date. She met a
Nick,
date. She met a nice guy. She didn't let her circumstance. She knew she had at least one decent outfit in the closet. So she was just like, if he takes me out, I at least got one outfit in my closet I could wear. Things might be going bad for baby girl. She might have lost her job or whatnot. She caught up in the struggle right now. So here it
see,
is. A nice guy asked her out, and she said yes.
Nick,
Now
hey, but you
Nick,
know
he
what?
Nick,
want her to
what
go
if,
get some food, and this what we got. This was hungry.
What if you felt like she was just ordering all that shit just to check your pockets?
Nah, she ain't
You
checking
know
no
what,
pockets.
Tina?
With me, look, with me, right?
You can't
I'm gonna
compare
eat
that.
and drink good. Look, I'm gonna eat and drink good. So, you know what I'm saying? She across from me, now able to eat like that, right? You know, I'm
This
gonna
is
have the full
true.
I'm Brazilian steakhouse, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm having 21 course. You know how we used to go to the Grand Lux? I'm
Nigga,
going to
we
the
ain't
Grand Lux.
bashing BBWs, nigga. I love who love me. It's more of a BBW to love. What you talking about, man? And I know
You know
you
what I'm
love it
saying?
too.
That boy's off the chain. And no, so the thing is, you know, that look like some shit right there, though. That look like motherfucking Panda Express. You know what I'm saying? A little Subway tail
Saying
salad.
she
You know what
doing
I'm
the
saying? Something
most.
like, you
My
know what I'm
nigga, she
saying?
got
Little
a
country
triple
taco.
Reuben. She got a triple Reuben and a Snapple.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, but if her
I
stomach
think
is
I'm
going
not
ahead
gonna
and
lie.
back there,
I'm being judgy. I think the sandwich is overkill.
no,
There's a
no, so
lot of there's a lot of Chinese food in that plate. I mean, come on, sis, pick a struggle.
so yeah, hey,
I mean, we ain't got to be out here, and then you allow yourself to be photographed looking like this. Come on now, get it together. Pick a
Super
struggle.
hot
yeah,
Either
damn
you
but
meat.
want the sandwich or you want the Chinese food. Now it seemed like it's gonna be a no-brainer to go for the Chinese food. It was more on the plate.
Right.
Hey, but Chef,
I don't
so
think
check
she
this out,
got
right?
hungry like that. Look how thin she is, though. She don't look like she eat like that. I think she was checking this nigga pockets.
So
She
look, hey,
and they in the
check this
casino.
out.
Look like, or they in the bar somewhere.
It
Where
looks
they?
like it's overkill.
It look like she in the
So
casino.
check this out.
You know what? I need the story after this picture. I need to know what happened after this picture.
I think you might not want that story, Chef.
The picture that was going around. The
You
video
might not want that story. This nigga look like he spent like
you remember the
42
video
bucks.
where the chick was just drinking all those Tennessee, but you didn't know like you didn't they didn't give us like what happened after she drank all of them Hennessy. Like you just showed her guzzling them down, but I needed to know what happened after that. Like was she on the toilet all night? Did she even make it out the door? You know, like they don't, you don't need it. I need to know the end of this story. How this played out.
Check this out. Hey, hey, Matt, what would be the worst one? You got a bottle of Remy or 738. They show up with black velvet. They drink up all your Henny and leave you with the black velvet. Now that's right there with checking your pocket.
That's not gonna happen.
So I'll be ready to get food.
The 1738 people usually flock together. I'm not gonna lie. When I go to a place and I drink 17, I know the other people that's drinking 17, and I'm okay with them drinking 17 because normally they okay with me drinking they 17. But when I go to a get together where I'm bringing it, I absolutely know the people that is drinking 17. So if you're a newcomer and you're drinking 17 and you ain't got another bottle of 17 or not willing to go get another bottle of 17, then stay with the black velvet. Are we saying to stay in your lane?
Yeah. So her plate of food.
Stay where your card is going to allow you to swipe.
You didn't pay for these. You didn't pay for these nosebleed seats, and you down here trying to roam around on the floor and shit.
Right. I don't mind giving you some 17. I really don't give a shit if you didn't bring nothing. But guess what? At a certain point to when we say, okay, we're gonna make another alcohol run, if you're not trying to put in on that second bottle, because okay, I bought the first bottle. No deals on that, no claims. If there I bought it, it's on the table. Go for it. But when we say, okay, it's time to go to make a second run and we gonna continue to drink all night. And if you're not gonna contribute, then don't go so hard on the 17.
And you know what? And the thing is, right? It's that one kind of shocked me because who has trauma bond with food like that? I want to know that problem. You got a trauma bond with fucking food because my soul at home is gonna be way more vicious. So if you can get full and take a nap, I'll make sure I'm gonna pick you up and tuck you in the bed. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. But yeah,
like I said, I think that was Sis needed to pick a struggle. She didn't pick one. And I can't support her on the double fisting of the food like that. I can't. I'm not gonna do it.
Support her, huh? All right, see if you can support this. All right, this is a long one. Here we go with the morality shit. All right, so make it quick. A young lady and a man have been dating for 8 months and decide to take a trip together. He agrees to pay for the flights, and he asks her to get the hotel room. The flights are $1,200. The hotel is $1,100, right? While on the trip, being nosy, she discovers the email on his laptop. How she did that is beside me. That says that he paid for the flights totally with points/flyer miles, and she is pissed. She feels like he basically got a free trip on her and should have split the hotel costs since he got the flights for free. Is she right, or does the guy know how to bargain for vacation?
That's deep.
So he was supposed to pay. He thought he was paying $1,200. She agreed to pay the $1,100.
But no. If he wasn't coming out for that full $1,200, then no. Then if he was using points, that should have been disclaimed. That's a lie by omission. And he should have disclosed that. He should have disclosed that. Because if he wasn't paying for the flight, if he got out of paying for the flights, then yes, I get it, and I'm grateful we using these miles. But hell, this is a trip that he wanted to take too.
Well, I guess my question to that would be, how do you value those points? Apparently, the points was worth $1,200. He earned them. It's
Yep.
$1,200, no matter how you look at it.
Is she on hotel rooms, right?
I just think that other accommodations have there's a work around this. Okay, so we got the flights for free. Even if I'm gonna pay for the room, I'm standing on. That's all I'm paying for is the room. So he better hope it's all inclusive because everything else will be on him. I'm not mad that you ain't paid for the ticket. I'm glad you had the travel miles to spend on that. But if you ain't paying nothing and you're choosing to want to take this vacation with me because I'm well aware that you can go take somebody else on this vacation at this point. But if you choose that you want to spend your miles on me with me, then that's fine. We together. So if I pay this $1,100 for the room, and I'm not even gonna complain about that, I would expect everything else to be on you for the rest of that trip.
I guess I got a problem with thinking of the points as being free. Because I had to do a whole bunch of fucking traveling and shit. And okay, let's just say this. Let's say that before I met the girl, I was planning on, or I do a lot of business traveling or whatever, right? And I'm one of those guys that looks at my points and what they can buy, this, that, and the third. And I see a year down the line that I could go to Jamaica for what is the equivalent of $1,200 worth of points, right? So all that year, I'm doing my traveling and stacking my points up, and then I meet Lil Mama, right? And I dig Lil Mama, real big or whatever, right? And as it turns out, she has a couple of weeks, or whatever off from work, right about the same time that I do. So instead of taking my trip to Jamaica, my $1,200 trip to Jamaica, I spend that $1,200 on, taking her to Hawaii. Tickets for me and her instead of tickets for just me to go wherever I was going that I've been working this whole year for. So in that case, for her to say, well, damn, nigga, we flying for free. No, we ain't flying for free. What the fuck you mean we flying for free? That $1,200 worth of airplane tickets was the same as if I worked overtime at my job and stacked $1,200.
But the difference is this that you're presenting to me is that was a conversation that was had. I can respect that. If you said, look, babe, I got $5. We can listen, we can get this in, and I can get these tickets. Then yes, it's understood that I probably could go ahead and get this room. I'm just saying that it didn't have to be all this dishonesty. We probably could have talked about it. Okay, so you worked all year and you get these you're gonna use the points for the tickets, and I appreciate that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pay for the hotel room. Now at that point, we got a decision to make on how we gonna have everything else on the trip. Either we gonna split everything else, or maybe he's gonna be like, and look, so I know that what I'm gonna do is this.
What happened to Shell?
So, all I'm saying is that I feel like I just feel like if we talking about doing something together, we already excited about that. We taking a trip. I feel like there should be conversation, there should be dialogue. I think that was a lot that if you didn't tell me that, I feel a certain kind of way that you didn't tell me that. But having a conversation with me and telling me that now I know, and now I don't feel like because again, it's not necessarily say that's the wrong way or it's a bad way to love somebody, but it's definitely that's not something I want to be blindsided for. I wouldn't want to just see it on your computer. I feel like you could have just told me that and we could have just talked about it. And I just feel like we could have just been more fair with it around the board. So I definitely feel like an honest conversation could have been had about it.
So how about this, right? That it's an even exchange off the bat, right? So if something's going to enhance both our lives, and however we came about getting it, whether we found the money on the ground with the old lady and said that it came from, I didn't give her money back, you know what I'm saying? Or we had this planned up into stuff because, like you said, using credit card, you get rewards for everything. Reward me. I'm rewarding both of us for taking this trip. You know what I'm saying? How hard you've been working to say to go on a trip with me, right? So if you say I got a little bit of something or whatever, or you know what I'm saying, that you're right, sure, that's a conversation. That's how
And
people
again,
survive.
and that
You know what
plays
I'm
a
saying?
big important part of it. What Tina said wasn't just invitation. Like I said, I'm totally acknowledging that these are your points, and I'm grateful that you're going to use your points to allow me to take this trip. On top of that, I realize that you could be taking anybody else on this trip. That's fine as well. But let's just be
Yeah.
honest about what we got going on here. I
But
mean,
the
it's
thing
not
is,
like the
right?
whole trip was paid for and nobody was coming out of pocket.
I'm
So
saying,
so
then I'm look,
so
I'm
let me
saying
ask you
like this.
this.
I'm like,
Let me ask you
how did
this.
she get validated to look at his computer anyways? You know what I'm saying? So was she looking for something to go wrong on the trip to justify it? You know what I'm saying? That's like
Well,
right there. It's
that
like,
could have been an
It
email he left
is
up.
what it is. My
mm,
question is this, right? So I tell the girl beforehand, right, when she starts talking about, well, I'm going, I get 2 weeks off next week or next month, 2 months from now. I've been wanting to go to Hawaii. Da, da, da. You think you want to go to Hawaii? And I say to her, you know what? We can go to Hawaii. As a matter of fact, I got I got points built up that I was gonna take a trip to Jamaica on my own before I met you. But I guess we can, shit, I can turn them in and get, 2 trips to Hawaii. So as long as I say that, then do you value that those points at the same $1,200 that they're worth, or do you still be on some shit when we get there? Like, look, I paid $1,100 for the room, and you got the trip on points. So the dinner's on you, the this, the that, the third, and just
Well,
feeling as
again,
though
the
it
honesty
wasn't
came into
equitable.
play.
Because remember from the beginning, right? The tickets were $100 more than the room.
yep, it was
Again,
twelve
I think
hundred
about
now.
it now. What you do is how you do it, and I think that if we're having a conversation about what we're doing and how we're gonna proceed from there, then I believe that then yeah, that could be worked out. But I've been just all I'm saying is that don't pay nothing for the trip, but having me believe that you really paid $1,200 out of pocket for the trip. So I'm I'm paying $1,100 for the room, and on top of that, let's just say it's a scenario to after that you still looking at me like to buy because maybe we talked about that and maybe I was gonna purchase the drink plan. Is that really fair to allow me to still totally purchase the drink plan? And I'm not even saying get out the drink plan. I'm just saying to have me completely foot the drink plan if you really didn't come out of pocket at that moment. Yes, I realize that you traveled and you did other stuff that gave you those points. I get that. But we talking about like the cash in the hand on the trip. So I'm saying is that just don't allow me to be really foo if you in the back of your mind you're like, because to me, you could have just took somebody else on this trip. I'm just saying just don't treat me like that. Just
so
don't treat
so right here,
just be
right?
honest with me and we can talk about it, okay? And guess what? I might be that I might be that person, that girlfriend or whatnot, and be like, you know what? You got the plane ticket. I understand that that was your trip and you had a trip to Jamaica planned out, and and that could have been just your total trip, and you wouldn't have to pay for nothing on your trip to Jamaica, but you chose to take me to Hawaii. There's something to be said about that. And yes, let's just kind of roll from there, and let's just look at the whole picture, the whole finances, and let's see what we were planning to do as versus what we are going to do, and maybe just come together with that.
Hold up, Nick, before you go on.
Well, hey, but I
Shout
want a
out.
refund because
Hold
look,
up, Nick.
I want a refund
Shout out to.
because
Hold up, Nick. I just wanted to send a shout out to my young guy, Kerry Mack, in the back there. I know you want to holler at your cousins.
Terry Mackey.
What's up,
That's
baby?
right.
Okay, Nick, what you were saying, bad boy?
Oh, good. I said, how about I want my money back because you ruined the trip with that frivolous bullshit, that petty ass bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to trip. I ain't talking about none of that. You know what I'm saying? You can keep the room. I'm going to spend my
You
own
can
money
go
in
take
another
them
hotel.
points. You go take them
You know what I'm
points
saying?
and take somebody else on that trip.
You know what I'm
I'm good with that.
No. I'm talking about while we on the trip. While we on the trip, and you come at me with this a conversation that shouldn't even be brought up about some financial stuff, right?
Let me tell you one thing. If we on the trip and I learned out through the trip that you paid for it entirely with points and you ain't
that's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah, we
Remember,
talking
that's what
about
it was. She snuck into his laptop and seen the email. Remember that was in the question. She snuck up in it.
We talking about it.
But I'm
what we're talking about is what the fuck are you doing in my computer, little mama? I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide, but did you find something that you wanted to see?
We talking about it.
No, but the thing is, right? But like y'all said, if it's from the beginning, right? If this girl didn't know this dude, whatever his financial responsibility he was, let's say, or what her financial responsibility for, right? I call it an even exchange, right? So when we get on the trip, it's like it don't matter how we got there, we here. Now we could discuss this when we get home. We can have fun, but we're gonna do whatever we gotta do. Look, like I said, I keep $10 underneath my little sole of my shoe, right? If that $10 don't get no bread, I'm gonna have 2 drinks and go lay my ass down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, we're gonna enjoy life. You gotta enjoy life. So who's gonna put the value on how it got done? We here. We pulled up. It's on.
Okay, so here that's a good segue to our next question, which is, I don't presume to know anybody's current state of affairs, but I know everybody's past state of affairs. So I would ask you guys, be honest, do you still have the energy to start a new relationship in your life right now?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I always got
what does it take? What does it take? What are you looking for? What is the key point criteria that you look for in a mate right now? And how flexible are you on those things?
So
I'm looking for, I can tell you myself, I'm looking for consistency. I'm looking for consistency. I need you to be able to be consistent with me. I need you to continue doing things that you did in the beginning of a relationship. I'm one person. I'm big on that. That would be something I would hope that you would endeavor, that you want to continue to do. But I have it in me for a new relationship. Again,
ain't fucking with y'all.
I just need you to I just need you to have patience. Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm gonna fuck shit up most days. I'm gonna be all right. Hey, my comeback, my I'm sorry game is strong. Because I can go hard in the paint, and I do get flip at the mouth. And I will tell you, okay, when you want to walk away, walk away. I will do that in a minute. But I'm just saying, I'm not a person that I can't say I was wrong when I was wrong. So, and I admit that one day, that that's not always gonna work in things, and people gonna take you at face value. One day the person you tell step is gonna step, and you just have to live with that. But I got triggers, so I just need you to respect those. You probably told me something that made me get out of pocket.
I like it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because you was telling from the start what it was. I like this, Shell. That's the whole thing. How you put it?
Everybody wants somebody real until you too real.
It's right.
There exactly. You go. You can't over it. Oh my God.
Because let me tell you why. Because you can't tell me you want a real one.
All right, Keena.
And in the background, be telling me, but I like it if you play dumb every once in a while. Who the fuck's about to play dumb? Who? That's not what I'm doing. I'm in school right now. Dumb not in me.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look, because like what you come to the table with, what you built to the table with, right? So
how you start a relationship, you gotta be that person.
Look, and that's the thing, right? Because that's the problem that even if I go to talk to somebody, right? And I said, look, this is where it's going to be. I know what I'm capable of and what I could cover. Or you're going to bring the same thing to the table, right? Because I prepared my table already. Do you have the ingredients to go with my meal? You know what I'm saying? Because I eat. You know what I'm saying? And that is the part where people don't understand because I am who I am. I'm gonna give up all the love and caring, empathy, sympathy, and all that stuff that goes with it. But allow me to be me because it must have been something that you're attracted to, or the universe brought you into my life. Period. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that flow can go both ways.
But the whole thing is that once you, well, how they say now, you got to have receipts for it. It's like once you prove that, they're gonna say, well, can you be a little? No, this is what you get right here. You know, and that is the way that everybody should judge. Like we said in the last couple of episodes, it's like building on the truth will ask you what it is. You know, and ask you upon it. And you're right, being consistent and showing up. Don't tell that don't falsify information and sell me false dreams and broken promises. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a confidant, loyal, you know what I'm saying, and actually roll with it. You know, it's not like I was born yesterday.
I'm all the way on what Keenan's saying right here. Because that same kind of peace exists in my house right now. Right. Nobody here questioning me, you know, nagging, as young Rondell would say. Ain't nobody having no expectations. If you show up in this bitch, you know, I hope you got somewhere to go by the time the sun come up, somebody to answer to, because I don't want to have to be the one that you got to answer to, period. I just don't want to have, at this stage of my life, I've been through so many different types of scenarios that true peace is the only thing that is important to me. And that doesn't mean solitude, right? Because I love people, right? But I love people in a space. You know what I'm saying? So my perfect scenario right now would be, you know, to have a girlfriend 30 years old who's got a career in her own shit. You know what I'm saying? Show up to Big Daddy when you want some recreation. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be involved in all the shit that go into what you know what needs to be making you. Show up to me as the finished product. Period.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of
So
building.
you're not willing to take somebody that's a work in
all my
progress.
fucking life, man, or being built by chicks. So my thing is to, you know, not really be, because I am so jaded in the way that I look at people, right? Like Keita said, people are, you know, are real exhausting. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to my life. So I try to have the least amount of interaction with you necessary for the enjoyment of you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be talking to you about what you did when you was at work and your homegirl's husband beats her, and man, don't none of that shit make no difference to me. You know, show up and let's have fun, man. Let's Netflix and chill, the real chill, right?
There we go.
And then, you know, before the sun comes up, get the fuck up out of here, because I know you got kids or somebody that needs some eggs in the morning, right? And that's cool by me. I ain't answering no questions. You ain't got to tell me no lies. You know what I'm saying? I done been through all of that possessive shit, trying to, you know, control my woman, and, you know, trying to beat a rock, and, you know.
So Keith,
design, yeah.
How old did you say you was again?
56 next month.
So are you willing at this point in your life to take a woman that's 52 with 7 kids?
Well, the thing about it is that I'm not willing to be a part of the 7 kids scenario, right? You know, my whole thing is I ain't trying to build no life. You know what I'm saying? I got a life. My life is cool. You know, it's cool, and it's virtually stress-free, right? Like, my stress comes from my kids and being able to do the shit that I'm supposed to do as a dad. Other than that,
you're not willing to help her raise her 7 kids. That's what you saying.
No, I didn't. Look, my oldest is 38. Right? I've been doing this shit for a minute. Right? tired. I'm tired. I'm not looking
38.
forward to these next 6 years. You know what I'm saying? This little nigga's 12. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no telling when he, pop up, needs something, this, that, and the third. I can't wait till his ass turn 18. You know what I'm saying? I might buy me a motorhome or some shit, and live on the road between here and Beaumont, Texas or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, yep.
You know what I'm saying is,
it,
look, I said this on the other episode, Shell. When I moved out to the lake house with Nick's help, the whole purpose was, nigga, you've been in the streets, 30 years, 40 years. It's time to retire. You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't got no 401k, but nigga, get the fuck out of these streets. And retire means just that. When have you heard of some old man retiring from doing a job 35 years and then what he got to deal with is a whole bunch of stress and strife? This nigga's out fishing, golfing, and spending as much time out the house as he possibly can. But he also enjoys the company of his wife. So when it's time to come home, it's time to come home. But don't be coming out to the golf course, ask me what the fuck I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, and have me worrying about your knitting. I'm not interested. Do your shit. Have your life. Do you. Whatever it is that makes you you when you show up to me, do that. I don't need to be a part of it. If you're famous, I don't need to be in no interviews. Oprah don't have to interview me. None of that shit, right? Just let me go play poker, golf, do a little fishing, and call me when you want to see me. You know what I'm saying?
So in other words, he's saying he's background music that he got to come up and bring the whole band. You know what I'm saying? Let me play background, the love elevated music. You know what I'm saying? But we're trying to get right. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the point. He did say it. He's looking for the finished product. He doesn't want somebody that's a work in progress.
What it is more than that is that I'm not really interested in being in a relationship for these last 50 years that I got coming. I'd rather just freestyle it and do my thing and have fun and what I'm saying, go where the fuck I want. I've been in relationships like it's a trip, right? Because I've been a crook so long, people kind of have the image of, this womanizer, jumping on planes, doing whatever you want, bunch of fucking chicks. My life has been nothing like that, right? I've always had a solid, steady chick in my life grinding with me and then going through all that bullshit in the background, right? And I'm just tired, man. I don't have the patience for that shit, right? All that arguing about nothing because you feel some kind of way. Man, holler at me when you feel good. Go work that shit out. Go work that shit out with dude. Go work that shit out with your boyfriend. How about that? The young nigga that's willing to go through all that shit. Because mind you 30, right? We ain't talking about the 52-year-old chick, right? We talking about the 30-year-old is who we talking about, right? So go work that shit out with your boyfriend, right? Come holler at Uncle Mac when you want to sit on somebody nasty's lap. That type of shit, right? That's what I want. Don't be coming around my house with that bullshit and all this drama and man, I have no time for that shit, man. And
you on the phone trying to get with me. You know what I'm saying?
It's a trip, right? Because me and my sister, me and Felicia, we didn't used to argue, but I would state my point. And she'd be like, nigga, you tripping, right? You're gonna get old, you're gonna want somebody. And the older I get, the less I want somebody. I don't want, what I'm saying? Man, I kind of like my life, man. My life is kind of cool and shit, right? Especially when I'm, not having to be in the house with the kids. If I get a free night, man, yeah, I could do all kinds of shit, man. And I don't got to answer no questions, none. Like if you ask me a question, you in the wrong movie. What was you going out with them bitches? Come on, man. You don't have to be asking no shit like that, man.
So Mac, do you get this right here, right? Like even like this from back in the days, it's like they always ask us why we don't ask questions. You know what I'm saying about what's going on with them. And it's like ain't none of my business. You gonna do what you do. It's not gonna have no room for you to lie about it. Like if you kick it, you kick it. You know what I'm saying? But the moment because at one time that I didn't sit still for nothing. I was always gone. So you think that I'll make dinner over there, got my slippers on, whatever, make dinner, kick it for a little while, and I'm out. But where you going? Wait, you don't have to go nowhere. But it's like, yeah, I got to go. I'm out on the other side of town, maybe judge or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that is the one part I think that's coming apparent now since we got these computers in our hands. Like you easily be touchable, right? But if it's like, look, I left the phone in the car, you text me, whatever I was doing to bring whatever I'm doing through the day back home. I'm not gonna bring it home. It's gonna be separate. So if I come home with a bag of groceries, some Kool-Aid or whatever, right? But why you answer the phone? You don't know what kind of situation I was in, what I needed to get to survive the day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't do that. But that is, it seems like it's a big part because it's so easily accessible. They think that like we are walking movies, but we got credits and we got boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. That's the one part because I still can't sit still, so I'll be having a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because they ask you, what can I do to make you happy? I'm happy. Just like we said the last episode, my inner peace is non-negotiable. If I want to walk outside and look at the stars and kick rocks, you can't ask me why or what makes make that a part of you. Where you need that, I need it. So ask questions, but you need something. You need another day that I'm gonna fulfill you with it. So that's the part that Cayman is really trying to say. Is what do we find our fulfillment at? Inside of us or inside of somebody else? Because all I got right now to offer you is love and opportunity to enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? All that revenue, all that stuff, all that money shit went out the window a long time ago. Like we have for the day, but I don't need no big enormous bank account to say that I'm making it in the world. Like we used to say, we need a bottle, a tree, and talk with our friends like we're doing right here on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much all the shit. So if we don't have somebody like, if they even say, well, y'all was on there for like 2 hours more than y'all were, what about me? Time to go out the window, pack your bag, and get on. You know what I'm saying? Like, really.
Well, I think we ought to end it right here. We right at the 1:30 mark, and we should end it on this quote from the Bible from my cousin Keena, who is always so illustrious and well-read about everything, and from 1 Corinthians 7:8. It says, so I say to those who aren't married and to widows, it's better to stay unmarried, just as I am. And so say I. All right, we have been the Piranha Pond Live at 5/7 Central.
Fine.
I've been the Kingfish Mac, again joined by my wonderful co-hosts, Nick Nass and Nick Bo. We want to send a shout out to our boy Franklin Nunn Flyer, who couldn't get in but was in the comments, so he was in with us as always. I want to thank everybody on Facebook Live and YouTube Live as well for tuning in. Catch us on the replays on both of those platforms. Like, share, subscribe, and if you've done any of the pre-mentioned, please click the notification bell. And for those of you that's on Facebook, jump over on YouTube and give us a sub over there. We're really trying to grow the channel over there. Once again, I have been the Kingfish Mac. We are the Piranha Pond Live. And now we are